Hello everybody, it's Patty here with Patty Stitches. Today is November the 10th, 2025, and this is episode 327. On today's show, I have a new start and I have whips, so sit back and relax. Grab your beverage of choice, water for me, your craft of choice, and let's chat. So, how was everybody's week? Mine was good. I stitched on all the projects I wanted to stitch on. A lot of them I didn't get a whole bunch done, but I worked on them and every stitch counts, right? Right. Friday, I did go knitting. We met at a coffee shop, had a really great time. Let's see, it finally hit below zero here in the interior of Alaska. Right now, Alexa tells me it's 7 below 0 Fahrenheit. So yuck. But this is late actually for a cold. And it wasn't a cold snap. It's just dropping slowly. So we shall see if it warms back up again. I think it's supposed to, but I haven't looked since yesterday and I don't remember what yesterday told me. So yeah, I didn't pay it that much attention. Let's see, we had the littles on Sunday, which was great. I hadn't seen them for 2 weeks, so it was really great to see their little faces. They helped Grandpa build a Lego camper, and we're sad because Grandpa wouldn't let him play with it, but you know, he didn't want him to break the thing apart, so he said no. And I get it. I do get it. The oldest one didn't. The youngest one didn't. He didn't care. He just played for the rest of the day. Had a great time. We went in the basement. They played drums. They had fun, and all was forgiven by the end of the evening. So it was good. Yeah. So and we told Mom, and she says, yeah, they kind of do break those apart. So yeah. Anything else exciting? Not really. I'm just hanging around here, getting things ready for the retirement, which is next month. Very scary. But yeah, we got a whole bunch of stuff worked out this last week. We have health insurance scheduled to start on January the 1st. Made our first payment. It didn't hurt, but I'm really afraid that if Trump has his way and takes away that credit that we get, it might hurt. I think it will very, very much hurt, and it may change some things that we need to do because I need health insurance for the next 5 years. So, you know, I can't go without. So, yeah, but I'm not going to worry about it until it happens, right? Right. So, shall we get on with the stitching? I think so. All right. So, I started Saga by Long Dog Samplers. It is stitched on 32 count Vintage Stormy Night Lugana by Picture This Plus. And, actually, I think this is the Zweigart because it's only printed on the one side. So yes, it's Zweigart, not Picture This Plus. And I am using PR 128 by Silks for You and 3371. So it is 1/2. And I have a full yard of this color, so I have plenty of fabric for this Saga. So I wanted to do the first vignette to see if I liked the two colors together, and so far I do. I think that even with this stormy night, I think that'll look really good with those. The three colors will look really good together, so we shall see. So inside of all the vignettes is going to be the silk, and the border is going to be the 3371. So I'm so excited about it, and yeah, very, very excited. I think it's going to be fabulous. I'll just slip that in there for now. Okay. Then I worked on my Whip Go project, one of them for the month, and this is Turkish Delight by Rosewood Manor. I am stitching this with all the called for colors except for 2 that I used Victorian Motto samplers instead, because I changed the color of the fabric. And the 2 colors that I had in here weren't showing up very well. And I am stitching this one on 32 count Stellar Lugana by Picture This Plus. So I put it back on a bigger frame. That helped. And I worked on getting this laid out, and I finished all the colors in this one block. So, and I think, did I work on any of this? I think I did a little bit in here, but not that much. So I didn't do a lot on this, but I kind of fell back in love with it. So I was really afraid I didn't like it anymore, but I do. And I really want the project. It's just, like I keep saying, there's so many color changes that it makes it difficult to, I love her stuff, but yeah, it just makes it difficult for me to stitch on. So, all right. So, this will be coming out one more time this year, and then it's going away until I decide how I'm going to handle 26. So I also worked on Primitive Hairs, Witches Are Welcome, and I'm using the called for floss, except I changed the Gaft Witching Hour to Gaft, or Gaff, not Gaft, Gaff, I had it there for a second, and then I lost it. Garden Gate. This is being stitched on a 30 count Old Salem by Primitive Hair. So, yeah. And I started working on the W. I had the W. I don't know if you can tell. I had the W. And then I realized I messed it up and had to frog it. So I realized when I went to do this section of the W, and I had to frog all of it down to here. And I started putting it back in, and then I was just done with it. I was like, no more. I'm just done. So this one goes back into the works in progress holding bin, because I'm not going to work on it again this year, because December will be Whip Go and Christmas. So that's what I'm planning, at least. Okay. And I went ahead, since I was in a Primitive Hair kind of mood, I went ahead and did pull out Trick or Treat Pumpkin Stitch. And this one I'm using all the called for colors. Yes, I am. I had to double check that. And I am stitching this one on 30 count Old Salem by Primitive Hair as well. Okay. And I didn't get as much done on this as I wanted to, but those rows are kind of getting long for me. So I'm still working on the hat. Yeah. So, but that's okay. I do what I do. I can do. I do what I can do. There we go. That's what I wanted to say. So, put that one back in here as well. And this one will also be going back into the cupboard for next year. I then decided I wanted to pull out Al Forrest Embroideries Pumpkin Houses. I'm looking and talking at the same time, and sometimes that doesn't work real well. So I'm trying to find the picture. that little picture go? I am stitching this on a 32 count fabric that was provided by the kit. There it is. Okay. I knew I had it, darn it. So, and I started in the center with this one. And I think the program I'm using is called Cross Stitch Saga. And I like the program. It works really well. So I almost got the house done. So I did all of the windows and the door, and then the brown that's trimmed the house and the windows and door. So I didn't do a lot, but I got some done, which makes me very happy. And the last thing I worked on, you guys are going to be surprised. I got Hello Holly caught up. So all 4 clues for the caterpillar cross stitch is completed, and this is being stitched on a 28 count, 28 count light green provided by Caterpillar Cross Stitch. So it's a Zweigart fabric. So sorry you can't see what it is because it's a it's a mystery stitch along, but you'll be able to see most of it right here. So I actually finished up clue 4 last night, and I wasn't going to stop until I got that clue done. I didn't do a lot of stitching yesterday until after the kiddos left. So, but Saturday I got some good stitching done. So super exciting that it's all there. The only issue I had was Santa. I dropped him down a row on accident. I miscounted because I did his face first. I should have done the hat and gone down, but I had the face color on my needle still and just did it. So I took a row out of his beard to make up for Santa being off a row. So it's a little weird by the bell, but that's okay. I am perfectly fine with how it came together. And taking that one row off, fixed everything, so it'll be okay. It should match up at the end with the trunk of the tree. So I'll show you. So there's still a little bit here, the trunk of the tree. There's something there, and something here, and then the bottom. But so this is all that's left, is that little bit. I'm hoping the clue comes out on the 17th, so I won't be picking that up until the 18th. Well, I'll work on it on the night of the 17th. So, yeah. So I'll be working on it in the evening, the week of the 17th. Then I have it for Saturday and Sunday. And I have it for Saturday and Sunday for the rest of this month and next month. So by the end of next month, this should completely be done. So I'm really jazzed about that. Really hoping that gets done soon. Let's see. I really don't have anything else to talk to you guys about. I know I talked to you about my plans before, so I won't retell those unless somebody's curious, and then I will. But I did finish filling out my whole idea for the month, which I usually don't do because then I say, oh, I don't want to do that now. But I'm really excited about how I set up my month, so I think that'll be okay. Christmas, of course, will be all my Christmas stitching plus the 3 projects for WhipGo. So yeah, so I've got all those laid out. All my WhipGo projects are laid out, plus the Christmas Day project is laid out. So yeah, hopefully I can spend some time on some of my Christmas projects. I may even pull one that I haven't worked on for a while. Yeah, like a couple years. I'll show that in end of November when I do my plans for December. So looking around, I really don't have anything else to talk to you guys about. I hope that you are all staying safe, healthy, and happy. And hope that whatever you craft it to your heart's content. Heart. I'll see you next week. Bye, guys.